This is a bit of an unusual problem. You're asked to estimate the average speed in meters per second with which hair on your head grows. Now, normally you don't think about speed when you're thinking about growth of hair, but it does. It grows a certain amount of distance in a certain amount of time, and we can certainly convert that to meters per second, so it's a reasonable problem. And our preparation is going to consist of a couple of pieces. First off, we need to think about this. We're going to make an estimate from the experience of how often you cut your hair and how often you trim. That's how we're going to start. Well, in my case, I trim my hair about once every year. And if you've ever seen me in the pre-lecture videos, that won't come as a huge surprise. So it's about once per year. And in 1 year, my hair grows about 8 inches. I'm just guessing by how much the length of the hair that's on the floor when everything is said and done. That's about right. So the speed of the growth of my hair is 8 inches per year. But that's not the unit of speed that we want. It's a distance divided by a time, but we want to put it in meters per second. So we're going to have to do some conversions. And the conversions we'll do is this. An inch is 2.54 centimeters, okay? 1 year is equal to 365 days, okay? 1 day is equal to 24 hours, and 1 hour is equal to 3,600 seconds. So with these conversions in hand, we'll be able to make the conversion from a speed in inches per year into a speed in meters per second. That's going to be our solution. Now, let's go ahead and do this. And the way we'll work it out is like this. We're going to start with the number that we wrote down previously, 8 inches in 1 year. And then we multiply by successive factors, which are factors of 1. Okay, 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. I want to cancel inches and end up with centimeters, so I'll do this. I'll multiply by 2.54 centimeters divided by 1 inch. Well, these are equal to each other, and so this expression is just equal to 1, but I cancel inches, and I'm left with centimeters. 1 year, which I want to cancel, is equal to 365 days. 1 day is equal to 24 hours, and 1 hour is equal to 3,600 seconds. The only other thing we need to do is this. We need to convert centimeters to meters. And a centimeter, there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter, okay? So we have a series of factors that we can multiply by, and we'll multiply all those factors times our original speed, and that will convert the units from inches per year into meters per second. And if we complete that, we get 8 times 10 to the negative 8th meters per second. And since this was a one significant figure estimate, the 8 inches, it's not, it might be 9, it might be 7. This is a one significant figure estimate. So it's only correct to give our answer to one significant figure. That's another piece of the puzzle that we need to consider. 8 times 10 to the 8th meters per second, or if I want to write this in microns, it's 0.08 microns, or micrometers per second. Okay, that's the speed that we're looking at. Now let's do an assessment. Okay, think about this. If I told you that you had a car that moved a distance of 8 inches over a time of 1 year, you would estimate that that's a very, very slow speed. So we expect this to be a tiny number, and in fact, that's what we found. And so our assessment is that our answer matches the way that we know the world works.